shootout here on New Year's Day, and we are underway here at Castle Coliseum. Virginia Tech in the home white with the first possession, and away we go between the Hokies and the Tar Heels.
And Eric, pace in this game is so important. The Hokies want a half-court game. We know UNC wants to get up and down.
Hokies can shoot the three. They don't make a three right here, and an early foul as Taylor Soule was going for the rebound. Both these teams, you get the sense that their coaches want to see a different level of toughness in this game compared to what they did in their prior games.
Yeah, both head coaches said didn't like our toughness and how we responded on Thursday night. I think they're both eager to see the growth of their team here this afternoon.
Fouls on Hodgson. Hodgson at first. Here's Kitley inside. No, defended well by Anya Poole. North Carolina starting five. Alyssa Usby does it all, leading rebounder, fourth in the ACC in that category. Kennedy Todd Williams has gone for 20 or more 3 times this season. Eva Hodgson, who picked up the early foul, 47% on threes on the season. And Kelly is the leading scorer. She went for 20 against Florida State, which was a loss for Carolina. Cayla King picks up the foul, and here is Kelly. What will Virginia Tech look to do defensively against Kelly and the Tar Heels?
They want to mix things up when Kelly comes off the on-ball screen, and one key Kenny Brooks told us today was we cannot afford to foul her.
Virginia Tech's starting lineup. Georgia Amoore went for 22 against Carolina in the ACC tournament win for the Hokies last year. Cayla King 5 threes in the loss to Clemson last time out, and Kayana Traylor getting her 7th start. Ashley Owosu out with a finger injury.
Didn't finish, but got the shot off.
Yeah, you had to double check the box score. She was 4 of 7 from the field in the last game. Just 7 field goal attempts. You're like, is that just a quarter box? Is that a half? No, that was for the game. Only 7 attempts. Little stop and go, kick it over, wide open look for 3, and the first points of the game go to Cayla King, the shooter. Kitley has it denied, taken away. Kennedy Todd Williams, good defensive play. Can she finish and get Carolina on the board? The answer is no, but Usby and the Tar Heels not done yet. Second chance pays off for Todd Williams.
Courtney Banghart told us today, because I said, how do you force the pace? She said, it's our defense. And she goes, we have to get stopped so we can get out in transition. Didn't make the first shot, but credit Usby for trailing in transition and creating a second chance opportunity.
Amoore denied out top. Here's a look by Gregg from deep, no, and Kennedy Todd Williams has the rebound. Hodgson, very good shooter, not afraid to take it to the basket. Kelly sets for 3. Usby can't leave her unmarked, gets the putback for her first 2.
Usby 2 rebounds, both came in transition. Tech's going to have to do a better job of matching up with Usby in transition.
Averaging 9.5 rebounds a game, leading the team 4th in the ACC. Now it's Soule trying a 3 and making a 3. Taylor Soule is now 5 for 14 on the season from outside the three-point line. Not a big part of her offense, but it puts Virginia Tech on top by 2.
But as the transfer, this is something she added to her game this offseason, and it's nice to see it paying off for her.
After a strong career at Boston College, joining Virginia Tech this season. Usby on the turnaround.
Eric, you mentioned the slow start for UNC, and then they switched to this matchup zone, and since then their energy's been up, and now they're getting out in transition more.
Well, as you just mentioned, Courtney Banghart said it starts with the defense, and they've been getting stops, making it tough, and Kelly puts them in front. Shot clock down to 9. Here's Gregg. The handoff to Amoore for 3.
Huge bucket for Amoore. But something to watch right now, how many times did the ball penetrate the three-point line in that possession for Virginia Tech?
Well, Virginia Tech has attempted 9 field goal attempts. Extra passing on the perimeter leads to an open 3. Good hustle on the glass by Gregg, and she draws the foul.
Margin of error shrinks when you don't have a lot of depth on the bench, and so you don't want to give teams second and third opportunities.
Played 14 minutes a game off the bench last year, 20 minutes a game off the bench this year. By a couple of minutes for each player, or most players, in the starting 5.
And let's be frank, the major injury for Kenny Brooks is Ashley Owusu. Bring her off the court now.
Good defense there by Poole for North Carolina. You see the numbers with and without Owusu. Kelly left open. She'll take advantage of that every time. Shooting well from the field, holding Virginia Tech so far to 25% shooting, and Kitley is 0 for 2 from the field so far. Traylor, a couple of bodies go down, starting to click and look a little bit smoother and crisper for Virginia Tech. Can you take someone like that out?
Well, Kenny Brooks said, we were just getting comfortable.
Limited with depth, having that tested early. On the three, no. Rebound controlled by Virginia Tech, and a second chance here. And a good block, but Kelly gets called for the foul, getting the body. Kelly goes to the bench, final minute of the first quarter in the ESPN app. Drum roll, please, Christy, because I'm going to tell you about next week. Notre Dame will take on this North Carolina team after that. Sunday afternoons are for women's basketball. Before, so this is it. Final possession, first quarter, as the freshman Paris works against Seoul. Hodgson works with the screen. That's short. That's kicked out of bounds by Poole.
Virginia Tech can take a little time off the clock before they can get a look at the rim.
Here's Traylor, gets to half court, gets it off, but it comes after the horn, and that does it for the first quarter.
Alyssa Usby's offensive rebounds in transition. Don't have to face the half-court defense when you can get it out quick and establish pace.
See the numbers from the first quarter. Usby and Kelly both with 2 personal fouls. Carolina settles back into that zone. They've tied it at 16. Kitley got good position, and Gregg found her. Todd Williams will launch a 3. Ball bouncing around, and a second chance here for North Carolina. Opportunity missed.
I love that Hodgson, as soon as she saw the offensive rebound secured, she just went to the three-point line and spotted up.
First points for Hodgson. 47% three-point shooter. There's Traylor who pulls the trigger on a 3. Nope.
I just like the aggressiveness there, okay?
All right, then you'll like these numbers with Taylor Soule. Last 5 games averaging better than 13 a game as Carolina. North Carolina back-to-back losses. Michigan and Florida State. Florida State was at home. Kitley gets that to drop. Brooks is trying to get her to, when she's pushed, to push back a little bit. Metaphorically speaking, I'm saying.
He said today, let's be frank, when it comes to UNC, it's not 1 defender, it's not 2. They've got players coming from the bench, coming from underneath the floor. She's surrounded at all times.
Virginia Tech in front. Kelly for 3. They did not have a block in the game against Clemson last time out. Breakdown for North Carolina defense, and Virginia Amoore, step back 3. Paris answers back to quiet the crowd. A couple of tears were shed. And Georgia, I was trying so hard just to build up this memorable moment, and then a turnover.
Well, that's because you're making fun of my tears. I got choked up watching it.
Todd Williams gets the little baby hook on the move. Went for 10 points, 24 points rather, 10 rebounds, 11 assists against Nebraska. It's great to have her mom Kelly here at the States. She was at the Clemson game the other night. Georgia's had a good first half here for Virginia Tech, 11 points. Another 3 made by Virginia Tech. Hodgson. Kelly. Kelly on the turnaround, yes. Kelly. How about this? Zelaya will try a 3. No. Offensive rebound and a second chance here, and a trip to the free throw line by 17. Iowa State went on a 14-0 run start of the fourth quarter. Sustaining and being balanced through the game.
-10 in the third quarter against Florida State on Thursday.
Tech keeps looking towards her.
Well, and that's where they need to get the ball into Kitley. Go winging in.
Kelly. We know D'asia Kelly can go on a run, and she'll get to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Analysis of every women's game. Look ahead to the best games in the coming weeks right here on the ACC Network. And They have been 7 times this year, and each of their losses, they've been rebounded. Three-pointer on the way from Amoore. Eight to shoot. Amoore needs help, gets it from Gregg. Gregg drives the lane, and the foul! And she finishes the three-point play. Come back to win 3 times. Went down at the half. First shot of the half is a miss.
Yeah, and Gregg starting here this second half for the Hokies.
Getting the start for Kayana Traylor, who had 3 fouls in the first half, and Gregg was very good in the first half. Kitley on the turnaround, that is short. North Carolina has made it tough on Liz Kitley. She was 2 of 5 from the field in the first half. 6 points. Kelly stays hot. And here is Hodgson out of the timeout. Kelly wants to do it off the dribble. D'asia Kelly, Todd Williams, nice little move, couldn't get it, sticks with it, and Kitley gets called for the foul, thought she had all ball.
Initiated the contact.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I think that teams are perfect so far. Real good start to the quarter for North Carolina. They have outscored Virginia Tech 8-0. Virginia Tech has missed their last 8 field goal attempts. Things started to turn in the first half of North Carolina with the defense, and there'll be a bit of a sarcastic cheer. Olivia Miles is going to be a player to watch. You would think the loser of this game is going to take a pretty big... Hodgson, look for 3. Gregg with the rebound. The push by Amoore. Amoore for 3. We're tied at 43.
The ball was out of her hands when she drug the foot. 12
turnovers total. And then North Carolina turns it over.
But I can also say I had replay and slowed down to make that call. The officials did not.
Traylor has been battling foul trouble. Amoore has unlimited range and shows it off. Well, Kinley's got 2 personal fouls. She just got whistled for that personal. Inside of 3 to go in the third. In a 3-point game. Todd Williams sets for 3. North Carolina needed that. That ends the 9-0 run. Gregg worked it into Kitley, who couldn't hold on to it. Had it knocked away. And here comes the freshman Paris. Paris, a little hesitation. She was fouled by Cayla King. Paulina Paris at the line. 5 of 9 on the season. Things start at 7 Eastern time. Then North Carolina and Wake Forest. Wednesday, ACC and Eva Hodgson. Maybe if there's open tryouts. Gregg. They're working around. Zelaya is down. Gregg will try it and make it for 3. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists off the bench for Gregg. Remember, as Christy pointed out, she got the start here in the second half to reward what she had done in the first half. Hodgson, strong take to the basket. That's a big part of her game. She's gotten stronger, and Traylor gets it back. Wide open 3. Second chance here for King and Virginia Tech. And a foul is called on Paris. 5 fouls on North Carolina, so 2 free throws for Amoore. 2 in that ACC tournament win against North Carolina last season. An offensive rebound for Gregg, and Virginia Tech's got it. Shot clock at 20. Traylor with 2, with 1, and 1! Chance for a 3-point play. Ashley Owosu out with the finger injury for the senior. 5 seconds for Kelly into the game, trying to get something done for Carolina, and she bursts to the basket. Paris will try it and make it. He's been good off the bench here for the Tar Heels. Soul on the pull-up, yes. He's focusing on the details.
His
He
term.
has lost 2 out of the last 3.
Yeah, he's at the self-inflicting wounds.
Oh, another good play by Paulie. Banghart's reaction, I don't blame her.
No. Soul needs to try to go at Usby. Don't settle for a jumper. See if you can get that 5th foul on him.
Now, this is so key here because you got Kelly and Usby both on the floor with 4. Virginia Tech. Carolina's kept her in check. 9 points, 5 rebounds. It's been the 3-point shooting for Virginia Tech that's made the difference. Paris, a difference maker for North Carolina. 13 for the freshman. Tied at 58.
Eric, we mentioned North Carolina can beat you in a lot of different ways. And I got to add Paulina Paris now this afternoon to that list.
Another turnover, an unforced error for Virginia Tech as Soul took too many steps.
Well, Paulina Paris taking it left again. What great touch. And she knows she's a little undersized there, so she keeps the ball extended and away from King to get it off the glass. 17
turnovers now for Virginia Tech. Paris, heat check. Rebound by Kitley. Soul had a step on the field, but got caught in deep and couldn't finish. Todd Williams in transition. Back to Kelly. Still a lot of time to go, and Kelly and Usby both playing with 4 for North Carolina. Pull to Usby. Usby against Gregg. Usby's got it. 12 for Alyssa Usby. 2-point lead for North Carolina. Kitley. Usby defending her and traveling violation.
Courtney Bangart talked this morning during shoot-around about ATOs and executing out of the timeouts. Here, Kelly with a big 2.
D'asia Kelly has 21. 4th time this season she's gone for 20 or more. 14th time in her career. And Carolina's on top by 4 in the 4th. Can Virginia Tech continue to produce from outside the 3-point line? Amoore. Kitley, give the assist to Amoore. Kelly has to be careful playing with the 4 fouls. 3-pointer, no. Look who's underneath to try to get the second chance. It's Paris. Couldn't get it. Saved by Virginia Tech, and here come the Hokies down by 2. 14 assists on 19 field goals for Virginia Tech. Amoore tried to force it in, and it's going to be a foul on Poole for North Carolina. Baseline out of bounds play. They look for Kitley against Usby with the 4 fouls. All she can do is stand there with her hands straight up.
Well, I actually thought Kitley would continue on the move instead of just jump stopping, but was still able to gather and finish.
Paris has given North Carolina another scoring threat, and she delivers with the left hand again. She's matched her career high with 15. We've got Poole defending Kitley. Skip it out, Gregg, wide open 3. Hodgson. Back out for Kelly. Kelly on the crossover. Offensive foul. That is 5. She has fouled out. Hokies taking their time, closing in on 1 minute to go here in the 4th.
1 minute remaining.
On the drive, it won't drop. And a foul is going to be called on Gregg as she ran over Poole. So Virginia Tech is over the limit here, and going to the free throw line is Anya Poole, 14 of 18 from the line this season. tie game, final minute. What a great way to bring in the new year here in Blacksburg. Who will it be for the Hokies? Will it be Gregg again? Will it be Kitley? Will it be a turnover? 20th turnover for the Hokies. Courtney Banghart will take a timeout with 28 seconds to go in the game. Will take a 30-second timeout.
In other games, what they've done is some back screen actions. We're seeing rushing Usby off. Isolation. Great pass by Paulina Paris.
Poole went onto the deck with it, though, instead of straight up with it. It may have cost her. And now Virginia Tech is looking for a timeout, and Kenny Brooks.
Well, credit UNC for great execution, but even better defense by D'asia Gregg. I thought this was 2 for UNC when Poole got the ball. What a block by the senior.
Amoore with the 21 points. 4 in double figures tonight. Now Virginia Tech will change things up. Kitley was going to inbound originally. Now she'll go to the top of the key. Down to 10 seconds. North Carolina looked to give the foul. They haven't fouled. Down to 5.
And that's what Courtney Banghart is yelling right now. Foul. Not the shooter, though.
They foul the three-point shooter with 1.8 to go.
Paulina Paris tried to get the foul earlier when Amoore was at the top. And that's a no-no. Doesn't matter in the game or not. You never foul a jump shooter. And I love this move by Kenny Brooks, pulling everybody off the free throw line because he does not want to risk a foul here.
North Carolina will take a timeout to advance it here.
Well, so many people are going to focus on the shooter here. I'm focused on the inbounder because with so little time on the clock, that pass has to be delivered on the money. So right now, you got to know the Hokies are keyed in on Hodgson. I expect them to switch every screen here in order to stay solid defensively.
Todd Williams batted away. The clock will run out, and Virginia Tech has knocked off North Carolina in a New Year's Day thriller.